Alright. What one thing can you do this week to help improve your life? Comment below. I'd love to hear it. Hey, finally we get to see each other indoors this time. Guys, I really would like to just express my feelings to those who are struggling right now. I know there are so many of us right now who are struggling, and I just want to let you guys know out there that you're not alone. We're all here to support each other, and all of these things are really truly temporarily. And as any storms, it'll pass through, just like in any other storms in our lifetime. That we gather our experiences to become stronger than ever, and I think that's the message right now that's so powerful, that you are not alone. Your current situation, circumstances do not define you, who you are, and you just need to never ever give up. Just keep moving forward no matter what. All right, so that's the whole baseline that I want to share with you guys, okay? And I also want to share with you all some brief motivational uplifting tips that I want to share with you right now. So hang this morning. Selamat pagi semua, apa kabar? Como talevу? Como están ustedes? Hopefully all is well and staying safe, staying out of trouble. Good to see you guys here. All right, before we start or dive in, I want to share with you some of very basic motivational tips that perhaps you've heard of them, but then self-reminder, kick in the butt here and there. But before we dive in, please, if you are listening or watching this, listening this on iHeart or iTunes, I hope, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Give it a thumbs up and leave me a comment, by the way. It's like a true gift for me. If you are watching this on YouTube, please feel free to subscribe so you will not miss any of my upcoming videos, or in fact, give it a thumbs up, and even better, share it to those who might need it and find a value of this sort of motivational, inspirational video. I love making videos, by the way, these motivational, inspirational, fun videos. In fact, please do give any of my videos a thumbs up or leave a comment. Leaving your feedback and comments below. You never know, your thoughts and feedbacks can also help others who are listening and watching. So that is very powerful. All right, so it means the world to me, by the way. So all good. And I want to, like I said, I want to share with you some of my personal tips here, motivational, hopefully it can be some uplifting. But all right, like I said, I want to share with you all some of my motivational tips, and hopefully it can be uplifting, especially these days after nearly 1 year. 1 year, can you believe this? 1 year in isolation, lockdown, that we never knew we're gonna be this way, right? It's very, very authentic, very original. No blueprint in this, but we're all getting through this together, right? Things get easily boring and mundane right about now. I get it. Look, part of the problem that my son is in the hospital as well is that as well. I mean, all of us are going through this anxiety and just adjusting to the norm right now. So let me ask you this: do you ever wake up in the morning and the last thing you want to do is get out of bed? Yeah, all of us going through some struggles here, and mostly inner struggles, and trying to adjust ourselves into these new norms and things. Okay, we get it. I get it. I understand. Some of us deal it in a different way, some don't want to do this and the other do the other extreme. So let me ask you this: do you ever wake up in the morning and the last thing you want to do is to get out of bed? All right, my household here, we wake up at 4 a.m., 5 a.m., so it's the other opposite way. How about the mornings when you wake up and you hop out of bed ready to take on the world, just like what I said? You're like, 4 a.m., 5 a.m., come on, let's go. So what's the difference between those two scenarios. Let me ask you that. So what's the difference between those two scenarios? Motivation. Motivation is what compels us to set those goals. And more importantly, what drives us towards those goals. So if you want to know how to tap into the power of motivation, then let's talk about it. I'm going to share with you some of the tips that I think will work. Know what you want. What is the point of motivation if you do not know what you want, right? Without having a clear vision, a clear clarity of things that you want, of exactly what you desire in life, that day for short term, you won't be able to build up enough motivation to get through the obstacles you are sure to face. Okay, daily, weekly, monthly, short term or long term. So you gotta have to have the clarity. Know what you want is, what you wanted is the steps is just so important as knowing what you want. Why do you want to reach specific goals? Why is it? So you gotta know the why, right? What will it mean to your life, basically? Think about the people in your life that you don't want to let down. Your influencers, your circle, your top 5 of the day, of your life that you spend life with, you spend days with. These are the whys, and they are essential. So set goals that excite you. Set goals that excite you. It is beneficial to set reasonable goals that are easy to reach, attainable, feasible, not something that, okay, I'm going to do this, but it's really beyond your capability. I would never suggest stopping that, by the way. However, it can also help to set some relatively wild or audacious goals. It's okay. These goals might seem out of reach right now, but the allure of reaching them in the future might motivate you in the present, in the current situation, in the current, state of mind. Is the momentum, we call it, right? Track and measure your results. By tracking, I mean tracking and measuring your progress is key also to motivation. So when you can actually see your efforts paying off, then your motivation will naturally rise, will naturally just like, okay, wow, it works, right? So that's the momentum that I'm talking about. If you do not track and measure, how else will you know if you are making progress, right? Another thing that I was gonna give example is my son, of all of these things, and then he wants to be in the Olympics. Good for him. Reward yourself if you are tracking your progress. Make sure that you reward yourself as well. You gotta have to reward it, whether it's a small level or a big one. I mean, everything's moderation, obviously. Rewarding yourself will ensure that you stay motivated. You are more likely to keep plugging away when you can see that reward getting closer and closer. So it is important. So tracking it and reward it, right? I know I say this again, use your social circle. Building accountability through your social circle is also a great idea. If you're like me, it's like, yeah, you want that. But if you're like introverted, it's okay. But it is a great idea. When you have a big goal you want to achieve, let the people in your life know that, like I said, my son would tell me, he's like, hey mom, I want to be in the Olympics, like out of the blue. He loves exercising. So that's what he wants. Great on him. So that's what he's working on. Besides the potentially helping you along the way, it will also make you more accountable, right? The funny thing is, we are more likely to let ourselves down than our loved ones. Yeah, I don't know why, but that's just like human. Fake it. Oh God, I hate to say this. Not feeling motivated or energetic today? Try faking it. See, you think I'm going to say something else, right? But this tactic this mind strategy won't work all of the time, but it could help you get through that slow morning. Okay, pump yourself up with some music. I do that all the time. I see my son too. He does that all the time. He would get into that rhythm, to that music, to that momentum. I know, chug some lattes or coffee, jump around if you have to. Anything to make yourself feel a little bit more energetic, more in tune to your motivation is so important. I bought a trampoline just for that, by the way. Take action. So have you ever sat down to work and you just couldn't get started at all? You just kind of like freeze paralyzed or something. Yeah, it happens. Sometimes all it takes to give you your motivation a little boost is to accomplish one simple task. Pick the single most straightforward thing that you can do towards any of your goals and just do it. Nike says that. Well, just do it. Most likely, this will motivate you to take on to the next challenge. And I guarantee you it will. So find your inspiration. People get inspired by different things. If you want to maximize your motivation level, then you need to figure out what inspires you. Maybe it's a specific type of music, any simple things, right? Whatever that moves your groove, basically. Perhaps it's a view of from your house, which I do, by the way. I mean, I love views outdoor. It could be a motivational speaker that you have been listening, or even celebrity, your favorite celebrity. Find out what inspires you and schedule some time to immerse yourself in it every day. So here are some suggested call to actions for that motivation. Okay. Think about all of your goals and desires. And now list why each is important to you. If you do not want to get overwhelmed, then focus on one or two primary goals. Just one or two, right? And keep thinking about the goals from the last tip. Now, think about how you can reward yourself for hitting milestones, for achieving those milestones along the way. So when is a good time for a reward for yourself? A spa day, mani and pedi, or a golf day. I don't know. What is a good reward for you? Find 2 or 3 things that truly inspire you. Maybe it's YouTube, TED Talk, things like that. It might be a music playlist you can put on whenever you need it, right? Regardless of what it is, find what inspires you and immerse yourself in it. Again, it's for you. So whatever it takes to immerse yourself in it. All right, so hopefully that has been insightful, and I hope that you have find some motivation tips along the way with this, and hopefully that you like being indoors. I know it's just windy outside, and I'm sending lots of love from Southern California. And for those who are struggling right now with the weather, I mean, bad weather's out there across the nation, I'm sending a lot of love to you, and then hopefully that you're staying safe and staying well and staying healthy, and hug closer to those that you love, your loved ones. Alright, signing off. Selamat jumpa, sampai ketemu lagi. Terima kasih banyak untuk mendengar dan melihat saya. My name is Nicky there, and God bless. Take good care, guys. Alright, bye now.